about a holiday where we are thankful. One of the things you can eat during this holiday is turkey. Turkey starts with this sound. Turkey. Today, we are reading the story, A Plump and Perky Turkey. The author of this story is Teresa Bateman. It's illustrated by Jeff Shelley. The illustrator draws the pictures. The author writes the words. The people in Squaw Valley were downhearted and depressed. Thanksgiving was approaching, but without a special guest. They couldn't find a turkey for the feast they'd planned to eat. It looked like they'd be making do with bowls of shredded wheat. A plump and perky turkey's what we need, they all agreed, but finding turkeys nowadays is very hard indeed. The birds have gotten smarter. They all seem quite aware that it's best to disappear when autumn leaves are in the air. A plump and perky turkey's stomachs rumbled at the thought, but how to trick a turkey into jumping in the pot. And then Ebenezer Beezer had a thought pop in his head. If we can't find a turkey, let's have one find us instead. We could hold an arts and crafts fair, he declared with a wink and grin. A fair with one grand turkey prize that all of us could win. And since our goal is turkey, that's the theme we'll take to heart. We'll fill our fair with folks and fun of tons of turkey art. We'll make turkeys out of spuds and turkeys out of clay and rope. Turkeys out of oatmeal and turkeys out of soap. We'll hang a bunch of posters in the forest way down low to invite some turkey candidates to model for our show. Why, even turkeys understand, as everybody knows, you can't make turkey art without a turkey to pose. The people in Squaw Valley held a poster jamboree. They plastered their creations onto every single tree. Now it happened in Squaw Valley lived a turkey known as Pete. He was cocky, he was clever, and he really liked to eat. And while he strutted through the forest, plump and perky through all the pines, he was startled and intrigued by all these interesting signs. With a proud and jaunty gobble, he gave out a hearty cry. A plump and perky turkey? Well, I'm sure I qualify. Pete applied for the position and he strutted plump and proud. He could hardly wait to model for the large and eager crowd. "You're hired," shouted Beezer, for all the people had agreed that Pete the perky turkey was the answer to their need. 'Twas the week before Thanksgiving when Pete posed to do his part, and the artsy craftsy town folks started making turkey art. They made turkeys out of spuds and out of clay and out of rope. They made turkeys out of oatmeal and turkeys out of soap. Thanksgiving Day, the artwork's done. They asked the model down to judge their homemade turkeys and pick the best in town. Now when judging's over, Beezer whispered with a smile, we'll tuck that model turkey in the oven for a while. Pete judged each piece of artwork as the hungry crowd all cheered. He stopped to take a closer look, and then he disappeared. There were turkeys made of spuds. There were turkeys made of rope. There were turkeys made of paper. There were turkeys made of soap. The room was full of turkeys, a wall-to-wall collage. For a clever bird like Pete, it was perfect camouflage. Do you see him? He's over here, Beezer said. "He's here," said Jacob Green. They searched amongst the turkeys, but their bird had fled the scene. A note in turkey scrawl they found half hidden in the lawn. "Goodbye, I took my modeling fee." The oatmeal bird was gone. The people in Squaw Valley were feeling rather blue. The only turkeys left in town appeared too hard to chew. "Oh well," said Beezer brightly as they gathered round to eat. "Right now, at least I'm thankful that we still have shredded wheat." That day, folks learned a lesson that stuck firm with them forever. A plump and perky turkey can be pretty doggone clever. The end. In this story, they made turkey artwork. We are going to make our own turkey artwork. We are going to try to make a turkey out of paper. To make a turkey out of paper, we start by drawing a little circle and a big circle. So I am going to start by drawing a little circle and a big circle. I put my little circle on top of my big circle and I'm going to cut them out together. This is our turkey body. Remember, when you cut, we use our thumb in an up position and we use one hand to guide the paper and the other hand to cut. I am working on cutting out his head, and then I'm going to cut out the rest of his body. Very good. Do you see how I was using my scissors with my fingers in the big part and my thumb in the little part? I'm now going to glue his body onto my paper. Awesome. The next step is to add feathers. So to make my feathers, I have 3 pieces of paper: yellow, red, and orange. I folded my paper in half so that I can cut out all my feathers all at once. I am going to draw a feather shape. A feather is kind of like a long oval with a point at the end. Very good. A long oval with a point at the end. I am going to cut my paper, but I'm not going to unstack it or unfold it. I'm leaving all my papers stacked, and I am leaving it folded, and I'm going to cut it out. Very good. Let's count how many feathers I just made. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. I want to make a pattern with my feathers. The pattern I am going to make is yellow, orange, and then red. Now I need to start my pattern over. To start my pattern over, I am going to start with yellow again. Yellow, what comes after yellow? Yellow, orange, red. Yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. I made a pattern on my turkey and I added lots of feathers. Let's see if we remember how many feathers I added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Show me 6 fingers. That's right, I added 6 feathers on my turkey. The last thing I'm going to add to my turkey is a beak. To make a beak, you can use a folded piece of orange paper and you're just going to cut out a small triangle. The triangle will then be glued on and you have a turkey that has a mouth that opens and closes. Now if you want, you can draw some eyes on your turkey so that it looks like a real turkey. Awesome job drawing a turkey that starts with the sound turkey. Turkey! We made a turkey, just like the people in the story made a turkey out of artwork. We made our turkey out of paper. Awesome job. Have a great Thanksgiving.